to Sean Yu.
All right, imagine you're working on your final paper or project or exam that's due the next day, and you spent so much time and you're so close to being done, and almost instantly your computer crashes. You don't have a backup, you've lost everything. Chances are you're probably not going to get another project done in time. If you do, it's not going to be very good. And so this is one thing that could happen if you get a computer virus. So you can turn off.
Yeah, you just gotta hit the one button. Don't hit the top right button.
Chances are your desk looks something like this. You might have a desktop computer, laptop, tablets, or phones. And so all of these devices are vulnerable to virus attacks. I'm going to talk about three things: what a computer virus is, how they can affect me or you guys, and how can I prevent a computer virus. What is a computer virus? I'm going to talk about three popular computer viruses. A Trojan horse. This program claims to do one thing, but it doesn't do that. It might hide itself. It's a game or app, and if you click on it, it'll just wreak havoc. Major Trojan horse virus is the I love you virus, or also called the love letter. And this would send itself around as an email message with the subject "I love you," and then you'd open that email and it would be an attachment that says a love letter. And once you click on that, it'll overwrite your files on your computer, and then it will also send itself to the first 50 addresses in your Microsoft address book. And according to the New York Times, it did $10 billion worth of damage throughout all of the systems that it affected, and that's from people having to get new systems or have to recover their own files. That was the entire damage cost. And then the second one is spyware. Spyware is a program that attaches to something on your computer, and it monitors all of the things you do on there. So it might monitor as you're logging into different accounts, and it'll know all your passwords. And so then once it monitors that, it sends it to a malicious source over the internet. And then once it sends that, it has access to all your passwords that you typed in or your account numbers. It can be pretty bad. And the third one's a worm. A worm is a small piece of software that uses CPU networks to replicate itself. And what it does is it uses up your CPU processing time. It takes up bandwidth. And what that all really means is it just slows your computer down. And so a major worm was the red worm. It was also called Code Red. And it began on July 13th, 2001. And then by July 19th, so just 6 days after, it was infecting at a rate of 250,000 servers in 9 hours, which is a lot. And then, according to the National Infrastructure Protection Center, 975,000 servers were infected in total, and the estimated cost was $2.4 billion. And that's the same thing with the first one, computer repairs and new computer systems. So those are the three main ones. How can a computer virus affect me? A computer, you could lose all your files, maybe all your music or your special photos that you have on your system. Your computer accounts could be broken into, your bank accounts, if you have them on your computer, your social media accounts, any account that you use on your computer could be broken into, and then after that happens, who knows what they can do with that. And it can also crash your computer to the point where you need to buy another one, and computers are expensive. You don't really want to buy a new one if you have to. How can I prevent a computer virus? The number one thing is to install a reliable antivirus program. Bitdefender Antivirus Plus is probably one of the major best ones. You get that for $30. And there's also Norton Antivirus, which is another top of the end virus protection program, and that's $50. But if you don't want to spend any money, there's also AVG Antivirus Free Edition. And you can get that for free. It doesn't protect your computer as well as one that you might buy, but it still does a better job than not having anything at all. The second one is updates. If you have a Windows computer, there's a part of the computer that's called critical updates. And what this does, it just constantly gives you notifications if there's a critical update. And what that is, if you update it, they might find like a security loophole, Microsoft, and so then they'll send that update to you, and if you update it, the security loophole will be fixed, and you'll be less prone to virus attacks. And if you don't do these updates, your computer will be behind, and then it'll make computer viruses a lot easier to attack you.
Are you talking mostly PCs now as opposed to Macs?
Yes.
I was just checking.
Watch your downloads. You never want to download from a site that you don't trust or it just looks kind of sketchy. You always want to download from secure sites that are well known. And Be Smart is the last one. That's probably the easiest one to do. Just be smart with your browsing and where you're downloading, what you're downloading. You just never want to go on any weird sites or open any emails that you don't know. And just keep a lookout for anything that looks kind of weird. So after all that, hopefully, you can keep your computer virus free.
Well,